roll for me.
And guess what? I was muted on the stream the whole time I was doing the recap, so that was exciting.
Oh, cool.
So
Awesome.
watch the last episode and you'll know what happened.
That's some exciting stuff. That must have been really riveting television to watch all of us go.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yep,
And watch
definitely
me
happened.
constantly checking
Oh, that
with John.
part.
Was that right? Was that right?
Also, new rule, Meg is doing all of our recaps. The amount of details that you remembered that I'm like, and then we did something over here.
So one quick question for you all to noodle. You don't have to have an answer. Where is or what became of the young woman that you essentially kidnapped from her father?
We left her in the hotel, but we told her that she could go get the camels and either take them back to her dad, the camels that were the gift from the dinner when we were getting all the different gifts, and the guy tried to give us camels, and Redmond was like, no, we don't want those. And I was like, wait, we could sell
But
them.
she thought that was a dowry,
She
and
did
so
think
she
it
was
was
just
a
going to hang
dowry.
out, and she was just going to wait for us to come back, I think.
Totally fine.
So somehow we need to go back, and Draco needs to marry her this session. So when he comes back, I can be like, you didn't die, but I got you hitched. So
we could just send a barge for her and bring her to Lone Water.
Lone Pine.
See,
Pines
if
in the
you
waters.
really want to do that,
Pine
we could
water.
send a messenger to bring her. That would actually be really
Fetch my wife.
My wife.
But the plan was for her to sell them and like start her own life, but she just her highest self being fulfilled prophecy, I guess, is to be someone famous's wife. So
to make her daddy happy.
And then she's gonna have a problem drinking Tito's at the local rodeo.
Oh God.
I suspect we have not heard the last of that particular character.
Oh my God! Can we please play her like that? Yes.
She just wants to be a trophy
I will
wife.
do what I want. Yes. You can't tell me what to do. Thank you.
Another successful.
And you've lost your tip for telling me what to do.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
All right.
Did I miss anything?
We did find ourselves in the ruins here, driven by Caleb's sort of tingly spider sense that something was amiss. Turns out he was right, as you are now presently being ambushed by the undead crawling up out of the sands. Before we roll initiative for the fight, or I don't know if we did it. No, we haven't already.
We did roll initiative.
I don't have it
it's
in the
at
turn
the top.
tracker.
If you just scroll up, you can see our rolls. You might have to manually add them. But we rolled right before we finished the session so that we could.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And the second
we
roll
could die
from
in this one.
Is for
Is Megan Rain Manning this?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely rolled. Definitely rolled.
Definitely rolled.
She's an excellent driver.
All the way down the driveway.
And she gets her shorts at Walmart? Shoot, what does he buy at Walmart? Boxers.
Kmart.
Oh, damn it. You're right, Mark. God.
Rain Man is genetic.
Definitely okay. Kmart.
So, Mark, I have Hoppy's sheet open, but you can still tell me what you want to do, and I'll just hit the buttons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hoppy's pretty easy to play. You basically hit things till they die.
Yes.
What past that.
Is Draco a druid? What is he?
He is a druid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Nope. Not me. Someone else. Someone else druid. No offense to all the druids out there.
Okay, would you rather hit buttons for Hoppy?
Sure.
Okay, I'm closing Hoppy
and
I'm opening Draco.
The other option is we don't, like, those characters don't necessarily participate in the combats, and I'll just try to adjudicate difficulty and remove some enemies or make things easier. If we don't want to multitask multiple characters, so it's up to you guys.
Yeah, if we have if I have a choice, I don't want Draco.
I got it.
Period.
He is the Tito's of the party.
No! Hey,
no, I love
like
Tito's in real life. Okay. Yeah, me too.
I'm good with this plan. Okay.
Well, in either
Oh,
eventuality,
Zach's on. He's listening. Hi, Zach. Good morning.
We love
Okay.
you, Zach. Good morning.
There's a story about that, about women complaining that the only vodka that was available at the bar was Tito's. And we were like, it could get so much worse. But we like Tito's, and apparently, yeah, sorry about that.
Like, what do you want, Grey Goose?
oh, Grey Goose. I heard Grey Goose like
Grey Goose?
a
Grey Goose.
monk named Grey Goo.
Oh,
Grey Goose vodka.
You know, Grogu vodka.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna
great.
need you to.
Like.
I'm gonna need you to keep up.
Draco only drinks Kettle One.
Oh, of course. Yes, appropriate.
I thought he only drank Fireball.
Well played. Well played.
I hope even Draco is too old for Fireball. Teenagers drink fire. Oh, I can't even say it. I can't.
I do
Okay.
not have access to Fire Guys, to Wildfire Guys character sheet. I only see bio and info.
And then, do I have access to Hoppy so I can push his buttons?
I'm not sure. At one point, everyone had control of Hoppy, so if you cannot, let me know.
I certainly can't move his icon. What's that called? That's a thing.
Token?
Token. Words are so hard.
It's early and we're just getting started.
Very late. Thank you for those of you that are on the stream. We're cool. It's good.
Give it a whirl now.
No, I'll give it a whirl. Oh, I can move him now. Yeah.
Excrement.
Thank you.
Of course. If we're ready to begin, we've got combat music going, and we have Amon at a 25 initiative order, acting first to the danger. The undead rise from the shifting sands.
And I don't know if this needs to be super canon, but who has the not the Kaw vestige, the sigil of Isis right now, or is it just sitting on the ground?
It's just sitting on the ground still.
Okay. I want to go over and pick that up.
Do you?
I do.
Really?
I really do.
That seems like a I dare Hoppy to do it type.
Hoppy's got his ankle grasped by the bad guy that's right next to him.
Amon, you shuffle through the fractured crate and pick out the sigil of Isis that's still kind of glinting in the moonlight. As you grasp it in your hand, it seems to almost shine. Like, rather than reflecting light, it seems to almost be emanating some of its own, like a hint, like a promise of power contained within. And it's warm to the touch where everything else is chill to the night air. It does shine bright like a diamond.
I'm just taking a second to look at it because this is something I've read about and something I've studied. And there's a phrase that was associated with this in my readings, and so I just kind of repeat it under my breath as I'm just kind of checking it out. Nam Jidan, Nam Jidan, Nam Jidan.
If you utter those words out loud whilst holding the sigil, a small hemispherical dome begins to form above your head and ripples down to the sands, creating this sort of golden opalescent barrier. For the moment, it's just encompassing you, but the undead zombie that's coming out of the sand here closest to you shifts away, almost like he's either afraid of it or the light is too bright, or there's something about it that's very off-putting to him, and they seem to avoid you.
All right. Then everyone come to me.
Yeah.
Oni, it's your turn.
Well, I guess I will be making my way that way.
And you, in your periphery, you can see Amon rummaging through some garbage. He says some nonsense words, and suddenly there's this sort of hemispherical ball of energy swirling around him.
How big is it?
Produces soft light. It's only about 10 feet in diameter.
So we need to be in one of the squares immediately adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And to be clear, I did say out loud to everyone, everyone come here.
We heard it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
stand here and make a defensive stance or advanced dodge is what we call it in the other game. Is that a thing?
Mhm.
Perfect.
Ready to action.
I can't hear John.
He's not talking to you guys. He was just talking to me apparently.
Sorry about that. I have a foot pedal that I use for push to talk, and like every time I do it, sort of scoots at the carpet, and it had just gone so far out of my way that I was like pedaling just the floor and not my button.
You want to make some
Oh, Robot Michelle is gonna be so funny.
inappropriate comments about.
Oh, I wanted that to be funny.
Oh, I'm
Guys,
sure it
People-
was. We just couldn't hear it.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it either.
Guys, I'm over by the rest area, so I'm gonna be
In
probably
and out?
dropping pretty soon.
Okay, drive
Yeah,
careful. We'll see you when you get on the other side.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang in until I can, until I drop, but then I'll jump back on once I get past Gaviota.
Okay.
Be safe. I don't remember what I was. Oh yeah, in 5e, the ability you're thinking about is just called dodge. That is an action, and it means that all attacks against you are made with disadvantage until the start of your next turn.
I am dodging. I am dodge.
I am dodge. It is Hoppy's turn. Hoppy
Much.
currently grappled by one of the zombos.
He's grappled.
I can break that crap.
Mhm.
Strength check.
Strength
you'd like.
check.
Oh, beat an 8.
No.
Didn't have to beat it by that much.
Did
Stop
I seriously
telling me
roll
what
a
to
1?
do.
Oh no.
Ooh.
It was a 19.
No, you did. You got a
Okay.
19. Sorry. I realize you can't see. Sorry, Mark. Okay, you are.
Step away from the zombie. Its arm separates at the wrist, still sort of like grabbing around his ankle, but
Nice.
no longer attached to any kind of anchor. He's free to move as he wishes.
Do you want to go to Amon?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to Amon. Yeah.
Just pick up Renan and carry her with you on your way through.
I could do that.
Does that guy get an attack of opportunity?
No, because he's only half out of the ground and he was already grappling him,
And
so I'm gonna
because
say
you
no.
ripped his arm off.
Yeah, fuck
True.
that guy.
Stumping is a thing, but it is Renan's turn then. If we get Hoppy into the dome.
Okay. Renan's gonna stand. No. No.
Jump on his
Where did I
shoulders.
go? Help! Right. Did I move you too? Amon, go away.
I told you you're on
He's
his shoulders
disappeared
now.
me.
Yeah, how did I do that? I'm sorry.
The little sister thing.
Can
he
I
just
shoot
jumped
this
on my
guy
back.
just for fun?
Sure. King me.
Heyo. Nope,
No sneak, but
no sneak. Sorry. I'm doing 2 things instead of 1, so it's impossibly hard.
impossibly. You shoot him, but he just continues lurching towards you and the dome, undeterred. What was that?
Jesus?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Either
No.
lost power or a cloak of darkness.
Okay, we can keep going.
Undeterred by your attack, he just lurches forward. They don't feel pain. It is Draco's turn.
All right, Draco is going to move next to Amon, and he's going to summon a flaming sphere. Where do I want to put it? I think I want to put it. What's the range on it?
I think it's 60 when it's summoned. I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong.
But it'll only attack people within 5 feet. So if I summon it next to this one, I can move it next turn.
You can use your action to like ram it into people. Otherwise, they take their damage if they end their turn adjacent to it.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, we'll summon it there for now.
I just put it there out of
Only
the.
somebody had lightning.
Does he? I don't know what else he has that will attack multiple people at once. Or I guess I could Scorching Ray.
And this is why I didn't want to play the druid.
A 60-foot... Oh, 10 feet tall and a 60-foot radius. So the lightning will attack multiple things. Let's do that instead.
Are you sure?
No, it says... Storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that's 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see above. Each creature within, 5 feet of that point. Damn it, I need something that hits lots of things.
Reading the spell describes the spell.
Okay.
Oh, John. The subtlety of how your assholery is just my favorite.
Thanks.
Oh,
I work hard
I
on
have
it.
advantage on apparently. I'm going to Scorching Ray. This one closest to us first. And
Okay.
then I get to do that 2 more times.
If you'd like, you can keep both of those because both of those are hits, and you can roll a third time, but you'll have to roll a second set of damage for this one.
Ooh.
3 hits, but I need 1 more set of damage.
How do I just roll the damage?
Just you can slash 2d6, or I think you can probably hit the button again for damage, like the word scorching.
Hit
ray, maybe?
fire. No, if you hit fire in the chat,
Okay.
doesn't it? Or Scorching Ray.
I'll just do 2d6.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is he dead?
Completely incinerated
Again?
him. And unfortunately, because it's fire, he's dead. Like, you burned him good.
Yeah!
Scattered his ashes to the winds. Any other actions from Draco?
No, he is done.
So does that mean you did not summon Flaming Sphere?
No, I did not summon Flaming Sphere.
Just take 1 quick sec to find a thing.
Ooh. My orb. My aura.
I like it. How'd you know the magic words to start it?
My studies.
Nice.
And just a wild guess that it might do something.
Nice.
I feel like that's his party trick, is he just knows how to do everything and says, my studies.
Mm-hmm.
I studied this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Phoebe from Magic School Bus? According to my research.
Wow. That's a throwback.
Deep cut.
And Mark hit the turn.
Mm-hmm. And he's back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Are the bad guys figuring out what they want to do?
They all approach with in a certain radius. Some are a little closer, some are a little bit farther, and then they basically stop. They seem to just like be patiently waiting until that barrier doesn't exist anymore, but they have no interest in moving any closer. They just sit there almost in silence. There's like the occasional undead groan between them. As this Mexican standoff almost lulls you into a full sense of security, there's a shift in the wind, and you can see a small vortex of sand outside of the ruins begin to swirl. And out of the sands emerges another undead creature, but this is much different than the others. It still has flesh attached to its bones. But it almost looks alive in a very dead way, like it's been reanimated so many times. The wounds on it have never healed, but it still has flesh and blood bits attached to it. And it does wear a small crown on its head that are made of finger bones and or toe bones to make like this sort of riveted crown around its forehead.
Well, we're gonna kill that with fire.
When it arrives, the other zombies all look at it, and it says some words that you can barely hear that travel on the air like a soft whisper. And the zombies, seemingly empowered by that, surge forward and will make attacks against.
Whisper it. I'm sorry, keep going. I'm just ADDing today.
No, I love it. Gonna make 3 attacks against Oni first, all with disadvantage. Why is it not showing disadvantage? That is strange.
I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna need you to re-roll those because I don't want any of those to hit.
So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nothing hit because I would have gotten a 13, a 10, and an 8. None of those are good.
Nice.
I will make 1 attack with disadvantage against Zack. Draco, get fucked.
No.
No, you won't. Son of a bitch.
It's weird that it's not rolling with disadvantage, but that's alright. And then 2 against Hoppy. 7 misses. And 7 misses. So a whole round of missing. It seems like as long as the shield holds, you guys are in a really good spot. It is Amon's turn.
All right. I'm trying to figure out what I can actually do from here while holding this thing. I want to try and just attach it to my chest, as it's supposed to be worn traditionally.
Mm-hmm.
Would you count that as an action or a bonus action?
I'd put it in the smaller category. You can still have your action. There are clasps that will attach to any kind of shoulder-mounted brace or any kind of cloak, so you can affix it. Maybe not permanently, but at least now you have your hands free.
Okay. Then I'm going to fire off an arrow at the big bad.
Which one is the big bad? They all look the same to me.
It's off in the corner down the bottom left.
I see. It's underneath my camera.
He's literally the only one that looks different.
He was right underneath my camera. I couldn't see.
So that obviously isn't supposed to be advantage, so that could be my 2 shots.
Okay. The 18 hits, the 15 misses. He takes 9 points of damage from the arrow. It hits him square center mass, and it goes right through him with kind of a gushy sound. And you can see in the night behind him, you can now see like the reflective moonlight on the sands through the small pinpricked hole in his torso. But he seems entirely unaffected or undeterred by that attack.
Gotta shoot him in the face.
I assume you're going to stay put.
I am, yeah.
Then it is Oni's turn.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going
You're
to
sit.
attack this guy, and if I am able to, I will attack other guys. So first, we're gonna do one of these. I do golden blade and 2 silver blades, or golden blade, silver blade, golden blade.
The second answer is correct.
Golden blade.
The old 1-2-1. The first 2 are hits and kill the enemy in front of you.
Okay.
The third one will be a hit. Who would you like to make the attack against?
This one right
Because I
next
should
to
have
Hoppy.
labeled them. Ooh, it's slowing way the fuck down. Anybody else getting weird lag?
Sorry about the squeaking. Echo's sitting right next to me, so I'll keep myself muted when it's not my turn.
Squeaky boy.
He's just staring at me as he jumps on it.
Okay. We'll have Hoppy take his turn now.
I'm going to goosh the 2 closest to me. So I'm gonna do the reckless attack and click the power attack button. And so I should be attacking with advantage. And whoever's closest. You get that?
I heard you. I'm not sure if Michelle registered that that's directed at her.
I'm sorry. We're hitting somebody with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Click advantage. Click power attack. And click attack with my great sword.
Where would I find power attack? Global
It's great
attack.
weapon mastery.
Got it.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then what are we doing? Okay. It's okay. After power attack.
Power attack, advantage, and great sword.
Okay, so red guy,
Sounds good.
I think. Great sword. We hit.
15
did
minus 5 is only a 10. That misses.
Oh, just kidding. I didn't see the minus the 5.
Attack again.
With the great sword.
Yep.
That is a 16, and that hits for plenty.
Yeah.
Red guy is gooshed.
Okay.
I feel I have done my duty here.
He said duty. Renan's turn then.
Okay. Sure.
You'll probably use your longbow.
I'm probably gonna witch
To you how to
bolt.
do your turn.
I'm gonna witch bolt purple. But like I appreciate you thinking you know what I'm gonna do. You're wrong.
Sorry, I was basing my decisions on logic and optimization. I should have known better.
Rude.
I really hope that
Well, Draco's got a whole bunch of
you fall and break a toe today.
magic rocks today. So
I have no idea what just happened.
Load up that slingshot.
You did not hit with your attack roll. Their AC is 11, and you rolled a 10.
Thank you. Thanks for that. I appreciated that piece of information.
I mean, in fairness, you did ask.
You're kind of being the Tito's of vodka right now.
Just want you to know that this is going to affect your tip.
I don't tip peasants.
You should
Oh,
just be
boy.
grateful for the opportunity to work for me.
It is Draco's turn.
Okay, Draco's gonna summon Fire Guy. Is that his one spell for this turn? Or does he do that as a bonus action?
That's a bonus.
Okay, so we are summoning Wildfire Guy, who I can now do things with. So put him on the board, or do I just drag his
You can drag him from the journal, or should be able to,
from
and
here?
put him wherever you'd like.
And I'm gonna summon him. How far can he shoot? For
Either
flame
30 or
seed?
60.
Okay, so I'm gonna summon him here in the glowy bubble to make sure that he also gets disadvantaged attacks. And I'm going to flame seed. What do you got?
He does damage when he appears, so you might want to do it next to the bad guys.
Sorry.
I think he only does that when he teleports, right?
Oh, is that when he teleports? Sorry.
Pretty sure.
Then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna flame seed the bad guy over here. This big baddie. Maybe.
You are.
Yeah.
For 5 points of fire damage.
Excellent. And then I can also take an attack.
You can, as Draco.
Okay. And then Draco is going to summon that fire orb now. And he's going to put it right here in this square so that it hits the two guys that are closest to him.
I feel like this is why you should never play a caster.
Why? Am I doing it bad?
Oh, you're doing it great, but you're blowing like your entire wad in one turn. So like the rest of the combats for the day are going to be disappointing.
Yeah, but this one's going to be really cool. And I'm done. I can't do anything else.
I attack him with all of my spell slots.
Uh-huh. I mean, some of them. A lot of them. I still have some.
Okey-doke. The call him the Zombie King for now. The zombie with the crown of finger bones reaches an outstretched skeletal hand. It's got some meat still on it, but the fingertips all in sort of like sharp, jagged points of bone. Maybe they've been broken. And as he does, a small spectral version of his hand flies out, piercing the barrier and attempts to choke Amon. It's going to be making an inflict wounds attack.
Oof.
That looks like a hit.
Maybe.
For 19 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Why is advantage still on? Got a 13.
Give me just 1 sec to make this work. Okay. We are good, and you don't lose the spell. You're able to maintain concentration on the Isis charm, keeping the barrier up. The rest of the zombies will continue to try to make their attacks at disadvantage. We'll start with the blue one, 2 against Oni at disadvantage. That's a miss. And a miss. 1 against Hoppy. A critical miss. We'll get back to that in just 1 second. Actually, a second against Hoppy.
Michelle, roll on the critical miss table.
And
A 2.
It's not looking good. Who critically missed? Did I critically miss?
No, the bad guy that was attacking Hoppy did.
that zombie loses combat footing, exposing itself to a target. Hoppy has advantage on his first attack against that creature until the end of next round.
Nice.
I don't like the idea of zombies exposing themselves to people, but there it is.
Unfortunately, I already had advantage.
It is a monster turn at the top of round 3.
Phew. I wish I had flaming arrows of some kind.
Hey, those guys need to take damage. I'm so sorry. It ended their turn, and they didn't move away from the orb.
Yeah, but you
I'm
forgot
sorry.
it, and so if you
Yeah,
forgot
but
it, didn't happen.
Amon hasn't technically taken his turn,
Roll-
his action
you
yet?
have to roll the damage.
Okay.
2d6 of fire.
Whew. Almost
Like I
missed
tell
it.
all the casters, like the end of turn stuff, I don't know why I have such a huge problem remembering.
I'll
but
be more careful about that. Sorry.
I really am not trying to cheat you out of it. I just will every time. They do both burn for 10 points of fire damage. Their backs are on fire. The hair has been burnt down to the scalps. Exposed bone plates, but they're still just kind of clawing at the bubble, trying to scratch people through it. A monster.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hit this dude, the zombie king, in the face.
Wow. Nice shot.
Is a hit. It thuds gently. It gets stuck in the bone of his skull. He's disoriented for a second until his head sort of rights itself back on its spine, and he just pulls the arrow out, and you can tell it's got like bits of fragmented bone and chunk of brain stuck on the arrowhead, and he just tosses it aside.
I'm gonna do it again. Aim for the hole.
Do you want Draco to light your arrow on fire first?
I'd be down if that was a thing we could do.
Is that a thing that we can do?
I mean, that is a thing that you could probably do if you were willing to delay the shot until Draco's turn on initiative 9, and Draco was willing to spend his turn doing that.
Okay, let's plan ahead for next one. And I will delay my action so that I can light your arrow on fire before you shoot next time.
Do it.
Because I could do the same thing for Renan also.
Yeah, maybe that's a better.
And then I won't spend any
those
more
turns
spell
are coming
slots.
up. Yeah. Those turns are coming up, so I just fired a normal arrow into the brain hole.
After Amon's turn, it is Oni's turn. He seems completely unfazed by your attack and continues his whispery chant that seems to empower the other ghouls. Oni, what are you going to do about it?
I'm gonna compelled duel it because it says that on a failed save the creature is drawn to me. Does that mean that it has to come closer to us? Or just that I will attract its attention?
It's going to fixate you in WoW terms.
Okay. Then probably not that.
Coward.
I mean, I can make it to the bad guy. I'm just going to run up to the bad guy and start attacking.
Once you leave the bubble, blue zombie will make a slam attack without disadvantage.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit you?
A 20 does hit me.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as he goes brain.
Okay.
And you reach the king of the zombies.
Look at all those hits.
Yeah, all 3 are hits. Is that 30?
Yes. Yes, it is.
You run up to him and you start just hacking parts away. You're cutting off like one arm at the elbow. Chunks of flesh are flying everywhere. You cut off his lower jaw. You brutalize him in a flurry of steel. Even despite the missing lower jaw and the severe lethal damage that would have befallen any other creature, an otherworldly chuckle begins to utter from his torso and throat area.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I Blade Ward? Blade Ward is a cantrip, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and cast that and end my turn.
Okay.
To give me resistance.
It is Hoppy's turn.
Sounds like I need to go up and goosh him. Can I make
All
it?
right.
There are 2 things that would have an attack of opportunity.
Do the same setup, so advantage and wait. Have we figured out what his AC is?
Not the big guy.
Yeah,
Ballpark
we've
yet,
only
okay.
had over
Oh,
20,
sorry.
over 20 rolls against him.
Yeah, I think all we can say for sure is that we know a 19 will hit.
Yes.
Then I'm not going to do
Which is
the
close.
power attack, so but I'm going to go up and attack him with advantage. And great sword.
So you want to give the 2 guys that are in melee with you right now attacks of opportunity so you can move out. Remember that one of the guys that's in melee right now you'll get advantage against because it's exposing itself to you
Zombie winner.
from its critical miss.
Well, what do you guys think? I can't see the board, so it doesn't make more sense for me to finish off these guys and then go up to help you.
I think if you could take down 2 more, or at least the one right in front of you that you have advantage against, you can always take your move action after you attack and then be in position for next round.
Then let's go ahead and do we know basically, like, are the 2 in front of me damaged at all? Do we have?
Yes. Orange may not be, but the yellow one is already down 10 hit points.
Okay.
Orange is the one that you have advantage on.
Okay. Orange is down 10 hit points. Then I'll go ahead and attack them without the Great Weapon Mastery.
So they won't have the -5. So just Great Sword twice.
Yeah, let's see if we kill him the first time. If not, I'll reassess.
So Michelle, Great Sword once with
advantage.
on
Okay.
Orange. Yep, and then just a regular Great Sword on the yellow guy.
That is the minimum required to be successful. 12 points kills him.
Okay, and now blue or yellow?
Yellow. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh, cool.
25 hits.
And that one was already down 10.
Unfortunately, not a strong enough blow to finish him off.
Well, stupid.
grievously wounded is.
Well,
like
if,
a
And then
small person.
would you like to move now?
If there's a clear path to run up to the guy, yeah, I'd like to get his attention on me.
I think I can get you there. Not.
So if you move in that exact straight line, you get 2 attacks. One from blue, one from yellow.
Where was I? I was
John?
here.
Does 2 points of damage make a difference in killing that guy?
It does.
Okay. I didn't date, and I don't know if it's checked. Is rage checked?
No.
Okay. I think I have to rage to do reckless attack, so that would add
You do.
plus 2 damage.
You don't have to.
What's-
You can reckless attack
Oh.
whenever you'd like.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I didn't say it, so it didn't happen.
My favorite rule. You didn't say it, so it didn't happen.
Okay. Well, you have 55 hit points. I say take the attacks of
So-
opportunity.
If I rage this turn, then they only do half damage. So it might be worth it to burn a rage, but I only have 3 of those today. This doesn't seem like a hard enough encounter. So I would say, yeah, just do it.
Okay. Then I am gonna move next to Oni.
and 2 attacks of opportunity. The 14 should miss. Does 17 hit?
17 hits. Well, I don't know
Yeah.
actually.
Matches.
Yep. For 7 points of bludgeoning damage. That was a yoked zombie.
I think that was worth it to move there. What the?
He was distressed from the zombie right next to him exposing himself.
Who wouldn't be?
Okay. I think that's it.
It is now Renan's turn.
Okay.
Would you like to delay your action until after Draco's and he can light your arrows on fire?
She now has sneak attack again.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right.
Big dude too. But you can't do that if you're with a delayed action.
Yeah, I had sneak attack. Yeah.
That's probably a better idea then.
I think I'm just gonna shoot the big baddie. Does the short bow have that much range? Yes. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know why I was thinking it didn't. Well, fuck you. I'm not gonna do anything.
You manage to fire at him, and he just catches the arrow midair. And
Oh,
breaks
he's
it in
not
his
that
hands.
cool.
Super cool. Oh no, it like just disintegrates. It withers in his hands, and he laughs at you.
I just roll my eyes. Ugh, you're not getting a tip either.
The exposed zombie might.
You need to put salt on the rim.
Yep. Okay, have you guys ever heard of a gin and tonic being served with pepper? Black pepper?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Thank you. That's all. Keep going.
It is Draco's turn.
Okay. First, Wildfire Spirit is going to flame seed the big bad.
You gotta be super gross about it though.
He's going to shoot his
Mm.
seed all over the big
You
bad.
Uh,
Yeah. He's going to be super bummed that he just had to hop off. Missed that.
He just has a trench coat on and just fires.
oh, it's not getting better.
And then can I delay Draco's action until right before Amon's so that I can light his arrows on fire?
Sure.
Okay. Then I'm going to do that.
the flame seed damage on the Zombie King seems more effective so far. It burns the section of shoulder and arm that it hits, and he sort of recoils and has to brush it out really quickly.
I figured fire was going to be a good way to get that guy down.
Mm-hmm.
And Drake will be really excited if we can make the flaming arrows work.
It is his turn. Let's have the zombies in the northern group attack first. I'll have one zombie attack Amon with disadvantage. Miss. 2 attack Draco with disadvantage.
No, they moved out of the fire orb.
Yep, and that one actually hit for 3 points of bludgeoning against Draco. And another one for 7. A total of 9 bludgeoning damage against Draco this turn.
Whoa.
Well, like my free damages, damn it. Then the Zombie King takes his hands, his hand and his stump together above his hand and claps them. And the ground beneath you begins to shake and become really, really unsteady. And like a vortex of quicksand begins to swirl around him. And he is sucked down into the sand. You can see there's like a great cavity beneath you that he disappears into. You think it looks like the rest of this structure, that only the top portions of the ruins are sticking up out of. But he vanishes into the sand, but he, in effect, creates this sort of draw-in riptide, a vortex of sand that's siphoning everything into this whatever hollow parts of the structure remain.
Okay.
While he does that, additional zombies take his place, emerging from the sands around
Do we
you
get
to
an
attack.
of opportunity?
You do not. And they will make 2 attacks against Oni or 3 attacks against Oni, 1 attack against Hoppy. Normal. First 3 against Oni.
2 hit for 6. But I take reduced damage, so how much do I take?
Total of 2.
Okay.
And against Hoppy, miss. And then Hoppy and Oni, you're being drawn towards that vortex of sand. If you do not wish to be swallowed by the sands, I would like a strength saving throw.
Does Earthwalk prevent me from having issue? It is technically sand. I am on the earth.
I will give you advantage on your strength saving throw. How about that?
Nice.
Yeah, you're able to sort of stride through it as it's all being pulled kind of around you to the vortex. You're able to create a break in it. We need one for Hoppy.
I think go ahead and do the roll.
I'll get it. Oh no!
Can I grab him by the hand and help him steady himself?
Let me take a peek at what I think will happen.
You were real quick with that fail roll.
Serious. Not saying I want you to die. Just saying I'm ready for it. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. Hoppy's on the precipice of being sucked down into the thing. If you want to put yourself at risk, he's huge and he's failed his roll considerably. So he's dead weight. If you fail your strength save, not only will he be lost, but you're going to be lost with him. Make sense?
Yep.
Alright, strength saving throw straight up, no advantage.
John,
Sir?
can I do something?
We did it!
We did
Ellie,
it. Never
planting
mind.
her sword to the hilt in the sand, reaches out with one muscular arm to grab Hoppy by his belt loop, and manages to hold tight as like a cubic ton of sand draws in around him. But she manages to pull him back to his feet, avoiding being sucked in.
I got you.
That's
All right.
kind of wild there for a second.
I
Okay,
was thinking that we could use the rod of
Oh yeah.
not going anywhere.
The rod of not going places.
This guy takes damage from the flame orb.
Roll 2d6 for me.
Just need 2.
That'll get him.
Yeah.
Fire guy.
Fire guy coming in clutch.
And
Round 4
Draco
begins with Amon.
delayed his turn so
Oh,
that
right,
he
right, right,
could light the arrow Draco's
My 2 arrows.
Amon's arrows on fire. And can I move this on Draco's turn? Can I do both? Because he technically didn't take an action,
Yes.
he delayed.
Yeah, in the strictest interpretation of the rules, no, but I'm
No.
okay with it. I don't think this harms anything.
Okay. I'm gonna move this to
Because you could have moved that at his turn before stating what you were going to delay your action for.
here.
So I think it doesn't harm anything.
We're gonna
I like how you justified it twice.
More like talking it through to myself, or like we have an audience sometimes. It says we have an audience of 2 people in case any of them are like adjudicating rules lawyers. We're like, well, you can't do that. A little peek behind the curtain on my thought process.
move my fire orb here. Please.
I
Please and thank you.
Wow.
Well, orbs
like
give me
I
access
liked
and
Bossy
can move
Meg
it.
better.
Do it, please. Do this now, please.
And then I'm gonna like finger lighter the flame for the arrows. And then Draco's turn is done.
Okay. If you move it into things, you get to. They save, or do you make an attack? I don't remember how that works. Or if you ram somebody with your flaming orb. In the text of Flaming Sphere, no doubt. But I'll pull it up and take a peek. You can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving. So I will make a saving throw. Don't laugh at it.
Ooh.
Oh, he has a -2.
Wow.
So what's your spell DC? It's got to be 15 or 16. Okay, so I fail and take 2d6 of fire damage.
Is Meg talking? We can't hear her.
Sorry, I muted myself. Yes, it was 16. And you take 4 damage. Well, that was kind of a letdown. That was a lot of flash. For
And
not a
very
lot of
little substance. And then you use your delayed action to produce flame to set the twin arrowheads that Amon has knocked on fire.
Mm-hmm. With my finger lighter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very Human Torch. And it is
All right.
Amon's turn.
I have 2 arrows notched Legolas style in my bow, and I'm going to delay action until the zombie king pops up again.
So what you're saying is, when the zombie king pops up again, you'll shoot him with your arrows?
Yes.
Okay.
Oni, that makes
is
it
my
your turn.
intention.
Yes, I'm going to start with this guy right here. Ooh, critical success.
If we resolve the first 2 first, you kill purple
Okay.
or pink, and then if you want to roll your critical on a new target, that way you get the most bang for your buck.
Yes, please, on this non-colored one at the top.
Okay. 16 damage is already quite good, and then you're rolling.
I rolled a 37.
Let me pull up our cheat sheet here. 37. You are able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and attempt to harass them.
Nice.
After your attack, you can choose to attempt to grapple your opponent if you have a free hand, or you can attempt to shove your opponent if both hands are in use.
I want to shove it into the fireball.
Ow. Burn.
It's already adjacent. I guess you could shove
But
it.
if it touches the fireball, does it have to take the damage because it interacted with it? That's what happens when
I
the
think so.
ball moves. I feel like that's how it should work. If you can push it into the fireball,
I
it
don't
has
hate
to
it.
make the save.
I don't hate
I
it.
don't hate it.
Yeah!
So let's make your athletics check,
Okay.
because shoving is actually an action, like a mechanical thing. You have to beat my athletics, which I have a +1 at. So I warn you, I'm quite powerful.
I got a 20.
You do manage to shove him backwards into the fire, and roll 2d6 for me. And if they both come up 3 or better, you've got the zombie kill of the week.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Nice.
You do push him back into the fire, where he instantly incinerates and dies.
Teamwork!
Nice.
That was amazing! And
the
my
The
turn.
rule of awesome.
The rule of awesome.
Oh boy, Oni the zombie killer.
Yes, that's your new name.
He's just a killer.
I love it.
It's true.
All right, it is Hoppy's turn.
What are we doing?
What's right around me?
There is a red labeled zombie adjacent to you that has taken no damage.
Okay. And is there anything else nearby?
Across from you,
Oni?
but not in melee, is a green zombie that has taken some fire damage.
Okay.
And then
Um,
back in the safety aura, there are 2 zombies at half health that are dealing with trying to eat a mon's face still.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take the guy right in front of me, with reckless attack and great weapon mastery, so advantage and all the buttons.
So rage.
Huh? Not rage. I still haven't raged.
Okay, so great weapon.
Uh-huh. And I forgot ones. Great weapon and reckless attack just sets to advantage, and then they get advantage on attacks.
Okay, and then great sorting.
Uh-huh.
It's not a good sword. It's a great sword.
How'd that
Twice.
do?
Hits.
Do we great sword twice?
You can on a different target if you want. That one's dead.
Oh.
Okay. Can I run back towards the 2 that are harassing the bubble?
Yeah, you can be in melee with the southernmost one, the closest one to you easily.
Can I to the further one? Or is there a way of getting... Can I be in melee with both?
Negative.
No.
Okay. So what I want to do is... Can I make it to the further one?
No, because you've already taken your action. It's more than 60 feet, or more than 30 feet,
Okay.
so you couldn't get there without some additional
Okay.
source of movement.
You could.
Got it.
There's one. If you just pivot a little, that you could hit.
So if I move more than 30 feet, then I can take as a bonus action horns. And I was hoping that I could kill the guy that was damaged over there with horns, and then finish my attack against the other guy. That was my plan. But if that's not going to work, then I'll just... I guess I can go after the guy that's closest to me.
Yep.
And then
Sounds good.
Great.
then move back to assist.
And then what?
Move back towards the bubble to assist.
You're
If I
hoping
can
that you
this
kill this. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm sorry.
So
15 hits, 22 damage is enough. He did.
All right, and then go as far back towards the other guys as I can. If I can get into melee range, then I can use.
gotcha. I think I did it right.
Yeah, you did great. It is Renan's turn now.
Renan's gonna shoot purple. Renan's gonna try and shoot purple. She's not had a great day with her bow.
If you make a ranged attack against an enemy in melee, it is made with disadvantage.
Oh, I'm in melee. I can just stab him. Never mind. Fuck that, I'm stabbing him. I mean, I guess I should keep the same roll, though. That's not fair. Right?
That's true. 11 hits. I mean, the 11 does hit, so I guess it doesn't really change anything materially. 18 points of damage with the sneak, and he dead.
I bitch.
Right through the eye socket into the brain, drops him instantly.
Ew. Okay. I'm done. I'm not doing anything else. Fuck you guys. Just kidding.
It is Draco's turn. You're muted.
I am muted. Can he delay his action until the Fire Lord pops up, and at that point he's going to Wildfire Guy is going to Flame Seed him, and Draco is going to move the Flame Sphere right next to it?
Ozai is here?
What?
You said the Fire Lord.
No.
I don't know who that is.
The Wildfire
Fire Lord
Guy.
Ozai.
Oh, the zombie guy. When the zombie guy, the bad guy with the crown of dead fingers comes back,
Mm-hmm.
I want to delay Draco's action until he comes back, and then Wildfire Guy is going to Flame Seed him, and he's going to move the sphere to be right next to him.
Okay. Says Fire Guy. Then Initiative 0 arrives, and the swirling sands have basically filled whatever vacuous space was beneath you. And there's a terrible trembling beneath you again, like the entire structure of whatever ruins lie beneath you begin to shake, and there's a putrid smell in the air that smells sort of like rotting flesh. And you can see as the sand around you begins to blacken in a very distinct pattern. It looks like a runic sigil, a giant circle of misshapen cuneiform letters begin to like burn into the sand. Well, not burn so much as like decay. The sand around you in very specific glyphs and letters begin to rot, forming a giant, 70-foot wide pattern of letters and images. Obviously a part of some kind of necromantic ritual.
Who got us into this mess? Why did we go to here?
I blame Draco.
There was some kind
I-
of
I
over
had
the
spidey
watch.
senses.
There was something that indicated we should come check it out.
Just that something was wrong.
Well,
But
next
it's not
time
a
let's
visual
let
light,
things
though.
stay wrong.
I found a cool necklace though.
Yeah.
I mean, so far we are sort of like on the Indiana Jones path of seemingly, despite your involvement, everything that was going to happen is still going to happen. We do have one zombie up, and he's going to continue to try to eat Amon as he was commanded to do with disadvantage.
Seems right.
He
Nope.
fails to do so.
Yep.
It is Amon's turn at the top of round 5.
No,
Also,
take
it's
that.
really awesome to see how terribly you've been rolling today, John. Like, I live for this.
It whelms you a little bit.
Yeah, because you always roll, like, you always hit. So, yeah. It's our time to shine.
Yep.
So I've been like, I've had my my 2 arrows drawn, just waiting and waiting and waiting for this thing to pop up, and it's not popping up. And there's this thing that just keeps swiping at me. So in just frustration, I just turn and fire into its face.
Okay. Same rule as before. Don't forget if you're making a ranged attack against a melee opponent, disadvantage. We can have that as the first one. A 12 hits for 6 points, and make a second attack roll. Also a hit, even though disadvantage, for another 6, and then I'd like you to roll 2d6 of fire damage, 1 for each of the arrows. Not bad. The zombie catches on fire. The bits of dried skin and fatty tissues sort of make him like a walking candle now. His whole body's sort of erupted in flame at this point. The fire itself will likely take him out next turn, but he is technically still alive for anybody who wants to kill him. It is Oni's turn. She's stepped away from her computer for a second. We can have... Oh, never mind. She says, I'm here.
Sorry. We have something super exciting happening in the backyard, but I will go check it out as soon as I'm done with my turn.
You guys had fun stuff happening last time.
No, now the dogs are just excited about something. Okay, I'm going to go back to the orb because I want to be safe when it does finally rear its head. And I'm going to attack this guy.
Sounds good. First 2 hits are good. Third hit is also good. You can pick any one of those damage rolls to kill him.
Great! I'm going to take all of my frustration out on him. I'm going to overkill him, and then I'm just going to scream, "Show yourself!"
Just kind of slashing in the sand at the bits that remain. Die, 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 die! He's very, very, very dead. As it passes to Huppy's turn, there is no longer any like obvious opponent. There's no... All the zombies here are dead and are staying dead. The etchings on the ground continue to grow larger and darker. The circle that they comprise is expanding. It now covers almost the entirety of the ruins site. That's a hard way to say, especially if you have a runes circle. Yeah. And it's continuing to expand. You
Hey guys, does anybody know what this says?
I'll cut to the quick. There's a foreboding sense of impending doom here. Rationalizing it as basely as I can. You either need to stop this from happening, or you need to get far enough away that when it happens, you're not caught up in it.
Okay, we have 2 choices.
Does anybody have arcane so we can kind of figure out? Or is this an arcane check?
Yeah, Draco's. I would accept Arcana or Religion to try to identify the spell or the ritual taking place.
Can you roll that for Draco?
I can.
Don't have John do it.
I know, he's rolling like shit today.
Arcana, you say?
Jesus. Why? We need real Draco.
It wasn't a critical fail.
Okay. Well,
Almost.
wasn't much better.
He can tell you for sure that it comes from the school of necromancy. And something this big is meant to affect either a large area, in other words, like a volume of personages, or something exceedingly large. In his estimation,
Right.
nothing good can come of it. if you were to assume that something like this is meant to awaken zombies,
Oh my-
this awakens 70 square
Did
feet
we-
of zombies, or one something very large.
I think we should, better part of valor this. GTFO.
Just GTFO, yeah. I'm down. I don't think we're gonna get much from sticking around.
As much as I'd like to kill this dude, magic is not my core competence.
I like to
Shall
finish
we-
what I start, but okay.
I guess, do you guys group vote decisions like this, or do you just those who stay and those who run?
I think we're gonna have to make a decision together because we're not leaving behind if someone is hell bent on fighting ground zombies.
If one person has a plan for fighting whatever this is, then I will stay. But otherwise, I'm out.
Where's
I'll-
Meg?
Is there a chance though that if we don't deal with the issue now, it gets worse later?
That's my thing. Is like, is this the big baddie we were supposed to go looking for? Is this like one of his shitty things?
No, we're
Remember-
looking for that crocodile head lion thing.
It is unlikely that this is related
Right,
to
but is
Ahmet's
this a
murder.
result of the crocodile?
Oh,
Oh.
could be.
Okay.
This is just some zombie shit.
I mean, if you guys want to go, we can go, but
those little zombies, even as a horde, aren't hard to take care of, so those don't scare me.
Yeah. I don't
It
know.
has-
Let's
it
make
has
it fun.
taken a
I think this
very
is our
long
main
time.
event for the day. So let's take him on.
You
I
assume.
like it.
All right, let's do it.
We stand our ground.
Come out wherever you are, Peter Pan.
Can we try and break up the sigils?
It's
Uh,
just etched in sand, so as you disrupt the sand, it just kind of reforms as the spell continues to be cast.
Can we pour some water on it to make it
What's happening
Less
to the sand where the
sandy?
orb is? Is the fire doing anything? What if we just light all the sand on fire?
Yeah, I like
I
that.
think that's the thing.
We can light sand on fire.
I feel like the temperature at which sand catches fire may be beyond your ability to produce.
I think that you're thinking too literally about playing a game in
Sure.
not real life.
The the sphere where it is has heated those stones to a glowing orange. They're now hot stones that make up that small corner of the ruins there. The sand itself is unaffected. It's just very hot sand where it is. You can attempt to try to bury that sphere. You do also notice that the sinkhole that was sort of created by the undead king when he let the sand swallow him is still there. There's a very slow trickle of sand sort of seeping through that drain, if you want to think of it that way, as he departed.
Is there another method that appears to be more or another part of the ruins that seems like it might be we could break through it? I've got the gloves of breaking shit, so I'm thinking that I could probably just make a hole somewhere if there is one, if there's an obvious place to do.
You could certainly try just punching through the floor/ceiling that's beneath you. You get the impression that this used to be the second or third story of a structure, and you're only seeing the last 2/3 of that layer. So somewhere beneath you there is what would have been the floor to the second story, or the roof to the first story, or basement, or however you want to visualize that. It's possible if you could excavate enough sand, you could easily probably punch through that room barrier.
How can we move the sand, guys?
With your hand.
Can the fire elemental teleport us in an area he can't see? Like, could he teleport us underneath this layer?
Let's take a look at what fiery teleportation says.
It's only like 15 feet, I think, but if we assess that it's less than 15 feet below us to the lower level.
You, the druid, has to be able to see the place that fire guy teleports to.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember that rule.
What happens if we go to the area that still has that little sand tornado? Can we jump down and through that?
You can certainly try.
Alright, I'm gonna go try. As an Earth Genasi. Because I don't know if I have a way to move Earth quickly. Sorry, Echo's eating a bunch of grass and he's gonna get sick.
No worries. You're breaking up a little bit. You may want to stay closer to the house if you can. Getting near it, you can sort of feel that the ground beneath you is very unsteady. As you get closer to it, you just start to slowly sink in. Not like quicksand, but just your weight is enough to displace whatever sand lies beneath you, and so you're slowly being drawn into this hole. If you don't stop it, you will be subsumed. The sand will completely have eaten you, and you'll be in whatever is below that. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm going to have Hoppy. I'm gonna tie an end of rope around my waist and toss it to Hoppy and tell him to pull me back up. Like 2 tugs is pull me back up and up down into me.
I can't hear Meg.
Yeah.
She said she handed me a rope and she would pull on it twice to tell me to bring her up.
Okay.
So I'll do that.
And
I'm gonna set up the immovable rod so I can use that
to anchor it.
Anchor, yeah.
Okay. In very short order, she is subsumed by the sand siphon, disappears beneath the waves of sand, and there's a moment where like you can feel like these sort of very slow, gradual, incremental, where you have to feed out, 1 foot of rope, wait a few seconds, and then feed out another foot of rope, wait a few seconds, feed out another foot of rope, and then there's this sudden chasm that she must have hit, a vast opening, because suddenly 15 feet of rope just spools out of your hand almost in an instant, and then stops, and there's some slack in the line. Oni, you have passed through some sand, fallen through a crack in a superstructure, and landed on cold, worked stone floor.
Anybody else want to go down? We've got the line set up.
I'll go down.
I'm gonna tie off the rope to the movable rod.
Is everyone going down? Should I stay
I
up
think
here with
so.
Draco? Okay, then we're all going down. Plan, but all right.
Okay. Anybody who wants to can use that path. There's no roll required. It's easy enough to allow yourself to be eaten. Is there anybody who wants to stay above ground?
I think I will, just as a lookout. I feel pretty useless in this fight anyways. I'm not great at fighting, I'm great at stealing, okay?
I'm gonna
gonna stay up.
everybody just so you can see what we're doing, in case you're curious.
Yes.
You find yourselves here in this antechamber.
Ooh.
You drop in. Ignore the entry behind you. The entry is above you. On the map there, it looks like you came in through a broken door when in fact you've dropped in from the ceiling. The rope dangles about 10 feet in coil on the floor here. Like I said, it's manufactured stone floor. Like this is the interior of the ruins. There's a door ahead of you to the east. But even here, gathering yourselves, you can hear the shuffling and moaning of the undead beyond it.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
I'm trying to see the map. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Do we have any idea? So we hear people, zombies shuffling in front of us,
Mm-hmm.
and do we see anything else that we should? Any other directions to go? Is there anything else that we should investigate?
No, whatever carved reliefs were done in this room have been worn away by time. This antechamber gives you very little clue as to what the purpose of these ruins initially were. Save for the nearly rotten wooden door to the west through which you can hear the shuffling zombies, there's no other interesting features in this space.
Okay, and the door's rotten.
Yeah, it's ancient.
Okay. So I guess we all ready to take on some more zombies?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna preemptively rage this time, and then I'm just gonna run through the door.
Okay. Let's roll initiative now as you prepare your actions, and then we can just sort of use them in that order.
I'm not rolling because I'm not there.
That seems fair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, does anybody have Google open?
Google?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What's up?
I need to know how many miles it is from Camarillo to Long Beach.
$72 miles.
Okay, that's so. I'm gonna have to pull off and get gas. So, just FYI, guys.
Be safe.
Well, this is the best place to stop him and do that. So,
Michelle, do you want to pilot Hoppy, or are you content with someone else doing it?
No, I am.
You're
On
first,
really
then.
bad ADD days, I find that if I do something mindless while I'm listening, I actually retain more information. So I'm just playing a stupid Tetris game so that I can listen to you guys. Oh, it's bad today. It's real bad. But I have Hoppy sheet up.
I'm
Hoppy
gonna
Minotaur charge.
I will be here for a few more minutes. I missed the turn that I thought I was on.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I'm gonna pull off, but I'm literally just stopping for gas.
Okay.
I won't I won't leave you to it.
But okay. Isn't it your turn?
Oh, is it? I thought we were rolling initiative.
And that has resolved, and Hoppy has the highest.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna run through the door and hit the first person I see.
Well, there's no persons. There's a zombie. You got 2 on you. We'll go with they're not colored. John. We'll go with this one.
Very
one on the
sorry, Michelle.
Okay.
You can just say they're white.
Bad joke.
They're
Okay.
obviously privileged.
And they don't drink Tito's. Okay. Great. We've got the Great Weapon Master checked. We're preemptively raging, I believe was the thing.
Yep.
And now we're great sorting twice.
Yeah, with
advantage.
Well, what's in this room?
6 zombies.
6 zombies, and is the big dude there?
I don't see him.
He is not. This narrow corridor terminates in another door to the west. Through that door, you can see him in the distance, standing atop a small dais, continuing to work his magic. You can see tendrils of black energy sort of wreathing around him, but that's only like at the extent of dark vision. Or you don't even have dark vision, maybe. Maybe I.
Yeah, I'm like, actually, Hoppy can't see that.
Okay.
You're gonna kill Red is what's gonna happen. You gotta trust me a little.
See the 2 in front of me. Yeah.
Red is dead. Red's dead,
Yeah.
maybe.
And now he's gonna shift and hit blue.
Blue also dead.
Is there another one I can reach and do horns?
No, you cannot move 30 feet and hit one.
Okay.
But you can move. I'm gonna move you to the next guys.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, I am coming in, and I think I can move to here from where I was.
Seems fair.
6. Okay. And I'm going to start with orange and see how we do.
Two hits, 1 miss, it looks like. Sorry, for some reason I'm getting that thing where I can see the attacks, but the numbers take a while to generate. I see 18 damage, is that right?
Yep.
That does not quite finish him. If Caleb's trying to transmit, we're getting just like a staticky thing.
Yeah, I was wondering who that is. Is that you? Or is it Mark?
Discord's showing Caleb's hot micing.
Caleb, you're
if he's
hot.
trying to talk or not.
No, he's not talking.
I wasn't trying to talk. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
there was
God.
there was just enough pattern to the noise that I thought maybe it was like human speech.
And you're up, dude. Is my Blade Ward cantrip still up? I don't know how long. Oh, it only lasts a round. I'm going to go ahead and cast that at the end of my round.
Okay. You can't because you used your bonus action to offhand attack.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right. I'm going to bust through the door and see what's going on.
It's a party. It's a crotch
wait
party.
for my...
Did you say it's a crotch party?
That is what he said.
Wow. I don't know what I signed up for today. But I'm down. I'm into it. I like crotch parties. What?
My map isn't loading, so I can't see anything.
That's a personal problem.
It's not a huge map, but if you zoom out, you might see like we are at the far eastern edge of the map.
I mean, like, it's just not really loading.
Is it all black?
Yeah.
He might not be
Like,
able
I
to
can
see
see.
with dynamic lighting.
Let me just refresh. See if that does it. My Roll20 was working so well.
You didn't hear him, but John asked if that helped.
It's still loading. Let's see. Oh, no. It loaded. I just been looking at. There we go. I can see things now. All right. I'm going to do a little hack and slash at the green guy. Green zombie.
Hack and slash.
I think what literally happened is that this is a dynamic lighting map, and just people who can't see in the dark didn't light a torch.
Huh? I was just going to ask
Oh.
about the torches.
So I added torches for you.
Thank you. Are
All
these
right.
interactable?
Or
Or are they already lit?
They're already lit. I just
Okay.
threw some lights out there to make it seeable. That's not really a word, I'm sure.
It is now.
The green zombie is hit for 5 points of slashing damage. It's up to you to decide whether that was the hack or the slash.
That was the hack. I will follow up with the slash.
The 11, despite its low number, is the target AC, so 7 points on the slash. He is wounded. Well,
He
as wounded
is
as zombies get. Like,
wounded.
I am so powerful. I'm done.
the zombies swarm. They're not particularly brilliant, so they're going to attack Oni and Hoppy in that order. 2 attacks against Oni first. The 20 hits, right?
It does, but for what, half damage because of Blade Ward? Oh no, because I
Blade
couldn't do
Ward
it.
you couldn't cast.
So I take
yeah.
all 7.
You take all 7 now. And then 2 attacks against Hoppy. Both are misses. Because
Yes.
today is a bad day.
Today is not your day, but it's our day.
Weak ass zombies.
It is Draco's turn.
Okay. A little wild seed guy is going to disappear and reappear here. Boop. So that he blows
Boop.
up these 2.
Okay.
With his little re-entrance damage. Fiery teleportation. So they have to succeed on a saving throw or take 1d6 plus 3.
So one of them is going to take a d6 plus 3 and the other one isn't. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the one that takes the damage takes 9.
Purple takes 9.
And then but that was his action, so he can't also fire seed, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then Draco is going to come in here.
Quickly finish that sentence.
He's gonna come here. And what does produce flame do? Oh no, he's gonna magic stone. Is that a ranged or a melee attack?
No.
Is it a ranged or he'll be disappointed if I don't magic stone at least once.
You can throw them up to 60 feet, I believe. You don't need to use a slingshot.
Okay. I'm gonna magic stone, but will I get disadvantage if I do it in melee? Like, can I do it on the purple guy or should I hit the orange guy?
I would not hit the purple or the yellow guy with it. You'll be making that roll a disadvantage because it is an attack roll.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna try to hit the orange guy then. He'll be very excited. Yeah!
That's a hit and a death.
Yeah!
Good job.
Woo!
Get
You
stoned.
that zombie.
Everybody must get stoned.
Totally worth it. All right, Hoppy's turn.
What are we doing, Hoppy?
Is there a way that I can get in base contact with two of them?
You already are.
You are in base contact with two of them, so repeat of what we did before, kill one then the other.
Yep. Goosh and goosh.
Goosh.
Oosha goosh.
The correct answer is it'll be very challenging, Mark, but for you, I'm willing to try.
Did I goosh? Oh, there it is. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. An 8, 13 minus 5, unfortunately misses.
We didn't goosh one.
Hey, that
But we
gooshed.
I'll
gooshed.
try harder next time.
We gooshed green.
That one
Yes.
gooshed for sure.
Considering that was already at half health, that's an embarrassing amount of gooshing.
Oh, should I have gooshed purple then?
Purple is also damaged, so
Oh.
an equally grievous amount of overkill.
When we kill
I'm
things, we
sorry
fucking
if I
kill
realized we were
them.
overkilling
Mhm.
things.
Yeah, I was saying,
It's cool.
reckless attacking with a great sword and power attack is always kind of just stages of overkill. There's not like the appropriate amount of bonus damage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I was assuming that I could one-shot these guys again. We could move past them. That would. I didn't realize these were already damaged because otherwise I would have not done the power attack because I still probably killed them without
Toby,
that.
it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to attack yellow.
A bold
I just-
strategy.
I just feel like, Meg, we don't need to encourage the magic stones with the Drake.
Oh no,
Yeah, I
I
don't-
had a critical miss.
Well, and it was your first attack, so let's see what happens before the rest of the attacks resolve.
Okay.
Oh no.
Critical failure on a 31 says... as you attack your opponent, you begin to fear that they are the superior combatant. Doubting your abilities, you take disadvantage on your next attack roll against that target.
That's not real. She would never be afraid. But
Well, follow
okay,
those in
fine.
sequence, and that pairs itself out, because the next attack roll maybe with disadvantage would have been 15-15, which is still a hit for
Yeah.
11 points, and then you can resolve your third attack if you want to normally.
I feel better now. I was like, wait a second.
And a dead zombo.
Yeah.
Moist.
That seems right.
Since we're gonna have to move that way anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and progress and try to open this door. Or is that an action?
I'll
just move to the door and be ready to open it.
Yeah, it's technically an action. As you approach, like, the door itself is so old and rotten, like, just leaning up against it, you can feel like this won't take even an effort to get through.
Okay.
You do potentially draw an attack opportunity from Purple Zombie, though.
Oh, okay.
Who did not hit you.
No, I didn't.
He claws at your glamoured breastplate, but can't find purchase in any delicious fleshes.
What looked like a
Delicious
sexy
fleshes.
top was actually not a sexy top.
It's cool.
All
I'm
right.
more of a legs man.
Ugh. Any eyes, Hoppy? Hoppy's got better legs
Quad.
than me.
Hey, bro, how much you squat? 18
I
hits.
never miss legs day.
You don't know that story, do you?
What day? No, what's the story? I just thought the whole thing was funny.
I have a injury to my bicep, so I can only lift about 5 pounds. But I've been going to the gym for the last 2 years, or for the last 6 months, and so basically every day it's like day.
Oh.
And, so yeah. Anyway,
Does that kill purple?
So you really never miss leg day?
Yeah.
We need one more attack that can do almost any amount of damage. He's got 3 hit points. I think none of you can't not kill him. I just need someone to connect.
Yeah, I'm on.
There it is. Oh, Amon hacks and slashes him down.
Nice.
2 more manageable size. Kicking the pieces aside, the way is now clear to the larger
is the way.
antechamber where Oni is standing in front of the rotten door. On initiative 0, the room trembles and crackles again, and this sort of almost like tangible shadow begins leaking from under the door and starts crawling along the sides of the wall and the ceiling around you. It's got sort of outstretched tendrils again that smells like undeath. It smells like rotting flesh. We'll start it, I guess. Hoppy's turn is the start of round 4. 3.
Um,
Where
can
do
I
we?
see in the room? What do I see?
There's sconced alcoves that have torches in them. There's a bunch of dead bodies. There's some cracked floors. Ahead of you to the west is a door where Oni is pressed against. Same kind of rotten, wood barely holding itself together. Beyond that is the zombie king performing his necromantic rite.
I'm going to run right through that door and try and get to the. Can I reach the zombie king?
If you were
That's
to double move, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna. And if I single move, do I get to the door?
you can step 10 feet inside, unless opening the door
I wanna-
counts as a move, as part of your move, or like whatever.
So
You have this-
I can move 40. So.
Yes.
Okay. So 10 feet inside. So I want to do that, and then I'm gonna unload on him with my gloves.
Okay.
So roll for attack. Does reckless attack work with those?
There is an attack roll. Yeah. Sorry, I was working it out in
Yeah.
my brain.
Is this the knuckles
yeah.
of knocking?
Yeah. Roll that with all 3 charges.
Is that a ranged attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Creates a spectral minotaur horns.
I rolled that 3 times. Is that what I was supposed to do?
No, you actually just do 1 attack roll.
Oh, just kidding.
But it is a 21, which is a hit. And then you roll
it
damage
does
appropriate to the charges.
6d10.
Oh, 6d10. Okay, sorry. My bad, guys.
I mean, technically it's already rolled there. We just have it in 3 attacks.
That's fine.
then I did 6. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm done. I'm done trying to be John or Mark. All of you, apparently.
Total of 30 damage.
Sounds good.
I don't hear you broadcasting.
Weird. You hear me now?
Now I can. Mm-hmm.
I had the green light. Sorry. The impact of the knuckles of knocking strike him right in his midsection. You can hear the vertebra snap as he sort of bends over, leaning towards you. It's by sheer force of dark magic that he's able to right himself again. He's trying to maneuver his upper torso in a way that the vertebrae can at least bear weight again. It's very awkward and off-putting to watch. But the ritual continues. Hoppy, when you struck him with the knuckles of knocking, you noticed like you noticed an effect. It seemed almost like a flash of black energy happened sort of all around his corporeal form. Sort of like a dark highlight around his body. A magical effect of some kind. I can't give you more than that since you are very unfamiliar with the arcane, but you would say that there's more than meets the eye here. Oni, your turn. Hoppy's crashed through the door and cleared the way. He took a giant swing with his knuckles and broke this guy almost in half. your turn.
So here's the rub.
Can't hear you, Meg.
Sorry, I'd muted myself again. Here's the rub. I can't get myself to the bad guy because I can only move 30, which puts me here.
On top of the...
I'm 5 feet away. That's so frustrating.
But how big is your sword? Because if your sword is 5 feet, then...
Can I lean? It just means if I take that extra 5 feet, can I still take my bonus attack? My bonus action attack? Or no?
No, but I don't hate the world of small 5-foot adjustments. As long
I
as
know,
we can
I know.
figure out a way that it's done in a cinematic way.
I'm sorry, I just had to move
How
something.
about
Say-
if I take an acrobatic roll when I get to here and I roll to like do a fancy jump, like land on the other side of the table?
like jumping over that sarcophagus.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
How
doing
about I
do
throw the dwarf?
kind of like a car slide, but not really a car, more like a tuck and roll slide up over that table.
Okay, high risk, high reward. If I'm going to ask for an acrobatics check, if you make the acrobatics check, you will get that free 5-foot adjustment and may begin your attacks in base contact. If you fail that, you will embarrassingly fall prone just in front of the zombie king
Worth it.
to a global womp womp.
Do I have anything that
It
lets me
didn't-
re-roll?
It
Do you
didn't
have
go well.
inspiration?
Do I have what? An inspiration? No, we didn't do inspiration for last turn. Dang it. Okay, I fall prone on the other side, so I'll have to
Alright.
stand up at the beginning of my turn.
Charging in a bustle and hustle of muscle and steel, you jump over it. Zombie King, I'm coming for you! Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoa!
Boom!
Ass over tea kettles laid out on the floor like Bambi on ice right in front of him.
Nice.
Like, no matter what he's going to do to you, it will hurt far less than the embarrassment you've just suffered.
Hey, they can't see me because I'm on the other side of that
Oh,
pedestal thing.
You know what happened. You will
I
live with
know
that shame for the rest of
but
your life.
you know Don't take this away from me.
Only you do get to see what he's
Never.
been working on.
Oh.
From this vantage below this dais in a recessed pit is a collection of hundreds of humanoid bones that have been meticulously stitched together to
Nope.
make a giant naga-like serpent creature of bone that he is obviously seeking to animate and bring forth.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
On my next turn, I'm going to try to leg sweep him to interrupt his little spellcasting channel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm gonna turn this around into a positive.
I'm gonna turn this frown upside down.
Yeah.
Does she still have an attack?
No.
Oh, I have
we're-
fallen
jump
flat on my
out.
face. I
Yep.
am laying down on the ground next to him.
It
now.
is a monster.
She biffed it.
I did biff it.
I biffed a little.
All right, I want to try. I'm just feeling the high risk, high reward right now. So
Uh-oh.
Yeah, do it.
I want to double move and use my inspiration to attack.
Nice.
If my map will work. Dang it. So much cooler when you can keep the momentum without technical difficulties.
I suffer from this often. And then you turn the corner into a.
I can't hit my button.
It's not loading. It's scary though.
Yeah.
Trust me. It's huge. You can smell it before you see it. Come on.
Okay. 1 30-foot move. Two 30-foot move.
Ooh, into melee.
Getting up close and personal. I'm going to attack with my longsword. And I'm going to use Searing Smite.
That is a hit. 5 extra fire damage on top of the 10 slashing is 15 total damage.
Nice.
And I think I can still attack twice, right?
Sure.
Hey.
That is the bonus of extra attack.
A helping.
12 regrettably misses.
Yeah, the one that has the 12 slashing damage.
The barrage that you just laid out on him was glorious. You hacked and or slashed deeply into his bone crown, sundering it. You sunk your blade all the way into like his, shoulder socket in that whole like a deeply crescented girdle area. And as you withdraw your blade, he begins to slump, and you can sort of, from your perspective, you can almost feel like that necromantic energy that animates his body waning. But then he reasserts himself, and you can see this black aura around him. I'd like you to make a religion check with advantage.
I can tell you. Sorry, apologies.
Nice. You immediately recognize it's something that's come up in your studies. This is a lich, a undead who has taken the most central part, usually their heart, sometimes it's their brain. It can even sometimes be an item that they most beloved in life, and hidden it some way. And as long as that item remains intact, he cannot be destroyed. You have beaten his body, and no amount of additional physical force will
Oh
beat
my
his
god,
body.
it's time to break the thing. Sorry. I got excited. Sorry.
Very cool. Um, the item that he stores his life essence in is called a phylactery, and it can take any size or shape. Like I say, it can be a statue, it can be a ring. Sometimes it's an organ in a jar. Each
A
lich
crown of
will
bones.
exactly like each lich will tend to ornament something differently. But as long as that item is intact, he literally cannot be destroyed. We have to, your guys, in order to be successful, will have to discover what his phylactery is and destroy it.
Let's get it, guys. Let's destroy this thing's jewelry.
Are you gonna tell us about the phylactery, or are you just gonna say attack his jewelry?
I'm just gonna say, I'll just shout out, a little bit of what I know about this. We have to find the item that keeps him alive and destroy it. I don't know what that is. It could be a statue, it could be the crown on his head, it could be this lizard monster thing for all I know. We gotta figure something out.
It will have a decidedly powerful magic aura. But a good lich will have taken measures to obscure that.
Is there a range limit? Oh, I wouldn't know.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, I'll give that to you for free because the answer is yes, but only in the sense that it has to exist like in the same plane as its phylactery. So it could literally be anywhere.
Well, my turn's done as far as I go.
It's Draco's turn, and then I have something on initiative 0.
Okay. Flame Seed guy is going to move up over here. I'm taking double move actions to bring them into the room, so. And they're going to stay right next to each other right there.
Okay. Anything else from him?
No, because he had to double move, so I don't think he can do anything else.
Round 4, Hoppy's turn.
Didn't you have something in 0?
Oh, I did. Sorry. Thank you. You're not going to like it, but I appreciate it. Everyone within 20 feet. Actually, that's not you. Everyone within 20 feet of the lich needs to make a Constitution saving. I was going to call it Fortitude again. So that appears to just be Oni and Amon. Oni only takes 7. Amon takes 15 points of necrotic damage, as an aura around him just seems to be draining life from anything it can, and seems to be siphoning it into that creature he's trying to manufacture.
Ooh, Amon!
I'm hurting.
It is Hoppy's turn now. Excuse me. Thanks, Mark.
We can get there. Do you want me to put you there?
There any jars or objects that are have been recent, like don't look ancient or may have been better kept? Anything like that?
The only feature in this room, besides the torches, is the fact that there are 2 rooms locked by doors to the north and south, and there is a large sarcophagus on this dais where you're fighting.
Okay. Can I go? The doors are shut. Do they look more solid than the previous doors?
They do. These are stone, these are like stone slabs rather than hinged doors.
Okay. So, can with the Knuckles of Knocking, I can I do double damage against inanimate objects.
Mm-hmm.
Can I blast through a door? I don't know the steps for this, so I wanna go
You
to
can't get there.
whichever.
You can't,
I
get, there unless you double move. You can't get to either door, but you can get to him.
Okay, but I don't know if that's going to be beneficial. If the smart guy told me that I need to find an object to break, what about that sarcophagus? And does that move me in the direction that I would be able to single move to one of the doors?
You can move to the sarcophagus easily enough. That's only 3 squares away.
Bust it.
Okay, so
I'll put you here. Okay.
And I'm gonna bust it open. I don't know how you want me to do that. I don't.
If you are carelessly trying to destroy it without any regard for what's inside, just make a weapon attack. If you're trying to just tear the lid open, then that's just an athletics check. You tell me.
Can you make that decision? I'm transitioning to the 405, so I'm gonna be in traffic for a minute.
He's gonna smash it. Roll weapon damage for him, Michelle.
Sure. Which weapon?
Great sword.
Great sword.
A great S word.
17?
Yeah, you easily smash through the stone edifice that covers this, and as you just sort of kick off the fragmented remnants of what was covering the sarcophagus, inside, instead of a mummified corpse, or even an unmummified corpse, or even any kind of corpse, you find that the sarcophagus is lined with 100 canopic jars.
Can I, with my second attack, just like cut a swath through a bunch of them? Is there any that stand out in my eyes?
Make a perception check for him.
Perception.
Oh, sorry, not with advantage. Sorry.
14 is pretty good. There's like maybe 10% of them are like gilded and golden as opposed to just clay. They are decorative, but there's no one that like very obviously is, oh, well, this is the magic item you've been looking for.
Okay. How about how many can I destroy in one attack?
Maybe 10.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. No roll is required. Just slashing at it with your axe, you crush about 10 of them. Some were completely empty. Some are full of sand. Others are full of some kind of mineral oil. Your guess is that they are all intended to create like deceptive weights. This would be an excellent way to hide a phylactery if you assume that it was in a canopic jar. If you hid it amongst 100, no one, it would take hours to scientifically deduce the I'm going to punch everything I see method might actually be expeditious, but we'll see. Oni, it's your turn.
All right.
I also have a bonus attack. Did I move more than 20 feet?
It moved
Yes,
about
you
15
did.
feet.
No,
Um,
he was here. Zeke, stop that. 5, 10, 15, 20. He moved 25 technically. Sorry.
would you let me kick over another section using my horns attack?
I guess. I don't like the way that looks. Like trying to gore the inside of a sarcophagus is pretty hard, but
Oh
I guess
no, I was more thinking, just stomp instead. And I'm okay with no. That's okay with no.
I think no.
Okay.
More when you're overrunning an opponent. Oni, your turn.
Do I have to take my action to stand up?
It just costs half of your movement.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna stand up. And then I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. All three attacks hit. They slash and cut, but this time, every time your sword makes contact with his bones, it stops like millimeters short of the actual physical form and just flashes this sort of black translucent barrier, and he just laughs at you. You're not even moving him like in the physical world anymore, and otherworldly force is stopping each strike. At the end of your third strike, the incredibly large coiled bone somewhere on the ground like twitches, like it's starting to almost be brought to life.
Okay.
Any additional movement, or are you happy where you are?
No, I'm gonna move down here because I want to be in melee with this giant guy.
Okay. Amon, it's your turn.
Ooh. I am gonna risk it and just try to smash his crown with my long sword.
Okay, make an attack roll. Bringing your sword down on the top of his brow, striking what would be the crown with enough force you're certain it would sunder it. But again, just like Oni strikes, some otherworldly force stops your sword just millimeters from his stony brow, and then he sort of deep cackles at you despite not having lungs. The sword seems to have no effect.
Okay. I'm going to use my second action to take a potion of healing.
Fair enough.
2d4 plus 2. Okay.
That's doubling what you have. That's pretty good.
Could be worse.
Do you want to move at all, or are you happy staying where you are?
Am I in melee?
You are.
Yeah, then I don't want to risk the attack of opportunity. So I'm sticking where I'm at.
Draco's turn, and then I go on 0.
Okay. He's going to come up here and look inside the open whatchamacallit. And can he tell if the oil that came out of some of the canopic jars is flammable?
Give me a perception check. Seems like
As a
he'd
guy
be
what
pretty
knows
familiar with
fire.
most things that burn. Yeah.
Nice.
A lot of it has like congealed at the bottom of this sarcophagus, not like a trough.
Mm-hmm.
He can smell some of it somewhere was at one point lamp oil. Now the rest of it is like mineral oils or some kind of like body oils, essential oils. But there is something in there that is for sure flammable. It smells a lot like lamp oil to him.
Great. I'm going to produce a flame and drop it into the on the inside and try to light them all on fire.
I was gonna suggest just have the dude teleport into it.
You produce flame, dropping it inside the sarcophagus. The bottom of it immediately erupts in flame. The mineral oil and whatever else is there is a vessel for the lamp oil, creating a sarcophagus-wide flame. Some of the thinner walled ceramic urns at the end of your turn, only after about 6 seconds of exposure, begin to crack and fracture. Some are still entirely intact. With enough time and heat, they might fracture and break, but we shall see. What else does Draco do?
And then wildfire guy, Flame Seed, is going to try to flame seed the crown on the big bad.
It's a beautifully aimed shot, and for a moment, it looks like it was a success because there's this beautiful poof of fiery explosion and some black smoke. But as the black smoke clears, you can see only the rippling black force field that envelops this guy, having stopped it again just short of hitting anything meaningful. He seems to be protected now by the magic powers of his phylactery. You've extinguished his life force. Like the skeletal husk in front of you is dead. All that animates him now is the phylactery.
Okay.
On 0, everyone within 20 feet needs to make a con saving throw. So that time it's Draco, it's Hoppy, it's Oni, and it's Amon.
I'm going to Wall of Steel.
Okay.
So I get 19 temporary hit points. And con save.
Oh, Oni.
Oh no, Draco!
I'll need one. Hoppy's there. Hoppy takes half, and Amon take half. You guys both take 8 points of necrotic damage.
I should take half of that too.
Because you're raging, so you take 4.
I'm raging.
That's only bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Oh,
yes.
you're right. Okay. He took
Sorry.
8 points. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. And everybody else takes 16. So Oni and Draco take 16 points of necrotic, but that, in Oni's case, eats all but 3 of her temporary hit points from Wall of Steel. It is Hoppy's turn now at the start of round 6.
Now that some of the cheapy ones are gone, can I see any that are reacting different to the fire? Could I do a perception roll for them?
Reaction is a hard word. There are some that
Okay
have
with no.
cracked, and some that haven't. You can continue to break the ones that haven't cracked due to fire heat yet.
Yeah.
But there's something that
That's my
stands
plan.
out, nothing that reveals itself as magical or super ordinary.
Okay. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna try and destroy all of them.
Okay. You do run the risk of burning yourself trying to slash at pots in a inferno.
Okay. Well, that is the card I'm dealt. So I can either do that or I can run into these side rooms. Is that correct? Is that kind of the directions I can go with these?
Yeah,
Yes.
You've got a room to the north and a room to the south that haven't been explored in it, or you can stay here and punch flaming orbs.
Let's go north.
Ezekiel.
To a left, go north. The rush is on. The heavy stone slab here can either be battered down or you can attempt to lift it up, not on like a portcullis.
Bash it down or lift it up.
Those are the options.
Okay. It's probably going to be easier for me to bash it down, so I'll do that.
You suspect that there may have been, or even still might be, some kind of magical conveyance that opens these, but not having that tool, you default to brute force.
I do double damage against walls and stuff. Do I need to roll for that?
Oh, you need to roll damage, yeah.
Is that with greatsword or is that just punching? I don't remember.
You can use whatever weapon you'd like. If you'd like to just bare fist it, that's fine with me. I think greatsword will do more damage.
But do I still get the double damage with the gloves if I hit it with the greatsword?
All damage you do is doubled.
Yeah, then I'll do that. And power attack.
You are able to batter the door down. You just shatter it into dozens and dozens of pieces and sort of step and punch your way through it like a firefighter might clearing a broken window with his Halligan.
Do I see anything?
Yeah, inside is a 25-foot by 25-foot room that has a small dais on which is a very, very eerily similar sarcophagus.
Okay. Can I make it there?
You can be at the stairs, it looks like, to the sarcophagus, but just shy of the sarcophagus.
Then I will. I'll run up to the sarcophagus as close as I can get.
Understood.
And I cannot do another attack.
Correct.
Or
attack. Oni, your turn.
Okay. Is this giant bone thing alive yet?
It is not.
Can I start just trying to destroy it?
If you'd like.
Let's do that, because maybe we can prevent it from attacking us if I can break it down into enough pieces.
$24, 32. I'm gonna just mark this number down. You did 32 damage to the skeleton. You're chipping away rib bones. You knock like one of its segmented jaw pieces away, knocking some teeth out. It's hard to know, like, you're attacking the T-Rex skeleton at the Natural History Museum. It's hard to know if you're winning.
And then can I move through this door to the back? Do I see that this is here?
You do, and you can.
And is there anything in this room?
It is a storage area that has some urns on it, but they're mostly empty. Whatever was here has long since been pilfered or utilized.
Okay, I'm going to report that to the group and stand here in the doorway.
And it is Amon's turn.
I am hurting and I don't know how to get out of this.
Whilst you're contemplating your certain death, or at least your mortality, you, for some reason, your mind finds itself wandering to old childhood memories, and you just, for some reason, can't not think of your mother for a brief moment. And a gift she gave you, a ring at your finger, is just suddenly like your mind is drawn to it, inescapably so. Like one of those thoughts you just can't quite shake.
Yeah, so I'm going to just in literally contemplating my mortality, feeling like I'm staring death in the face. I think is the only thing my mom gave me, and I just bring the ring to my lips and I just kiss it.
As you do that, there's a small spark that arcs between the ring and your lips. There's a brief flash, and your eyes close. But when you open them, you see through things. You can see through the floor at your feet until you can see the granite bedrock beneath the temple. Looking through your own hands, you can see the skeletal framework past the muscle and through your hands into, through the other skeleton into Oni skeletal frame. You possess a vision that would almost be called X-ray. You can view through solid objects as though they weren't solid.
I want to look around and see if I can see anything that would stand out as being some kind of, vestige or Horcrux.
In the room where Hoppy is, you just look at his enormous Minotaur skeletal frame, and past him you can see the sarcophagus. Staring through the sarcophagus, you can see, like the one in this room, it's littered with just 100 canopic jars, but one of them has a faint purple aura. And as you look at it, you can see it beat like a heart. Thump thump.
You found it!
Thump thump. Thump thump.
I yell at Hoppy. Hoppy, the jar 3 from the left. Smash it. And I'm going to try and engage, probably to my own death, but we'll see. I just need
Disengage
some
is an
space
action.
from this guy. Yeah, can I use disengage as an action?
Yeah. If you take like action, disengage.
Yeah.
Provoke. Yep. You good?
Then I would like to do that.
Yes, sir. It is done.
And I'm done.
It is Draco's turn.
Draco's gonna come over and heal him on. I have a couple of different healing spells, but if there is one that you are aware of that you think would be best in this instance, please let me know.
If I remember, healing word is a good one, but
yeah, I was looking that or healing spirit. Yeah, I'll do healing word. Okay, so I have to be in range. What is that? Oh no, 60 feet. Is there something that heals higher but is a
There,
touch?
the other healing spell is called Cure Wounds, and that requires you to touch someone, and it's a D8 instead of a D6
Cure
or
wounds.
D4 or
Okay,
whatever.
that's what I want to do. I'm gonna go move to him and cast Cure Wounds.
Does he have Cure Wounds prepared?
He does. It's on his
Okay.
list. I just didn't. I wasn't sure what that was. Okay, and I'm going to cast it at level 1 because I have lots of those spell slots.
And you rolled the worst you can possibly roll, but you have a huge wisdom, so you restore 6 hit points.
It's better than nothing.
That's fair.
All right. And fire guy is going to come in here and help Hoppy destroy stuff.
Okay. It is initiative. Actually, give me damage on the sarcophagus lid, since that's I'm sure going to be Hoppy's first.
Oh, we haven't opened it yet.
No,
Okay.
but if you can,
Well,
if you can do 10 damage, that destroys the lid, but 4 isn't enough damage.
boo.
All right, initiative 0, same thing happens. Pulse of necrotic damage. This time only affecting Oni. Constitution saving throw.
Wall of steel.
Oh dear. Excellent. The wall of steel's temp HP eats all of the necrotic damage, saving you from dying and becoming a zombie. Thank you, magic item. It is Hoppy's turn.
How close am I to the
You're
thing?
there.
You're there.
5 foot step up on the dais, and you can smash away.
Smash that bad boy.
Okay. Can I shove it out of the way as a free action somehow? Shove the thing open so I get 2 cracks at finding the urn that he was
Unfortunately,
talking about.
no. You'll need to use an attack to either
Okay.
destroy or lift the lid.
Well, and he
then you'll
did
have-
tell you exactly where it is, and if you can take out like 10 at a time, you just take the cluster.
Yeah.
I basically just need you to do 6 damage to the lid, and the rest of it I think is a foregone conclusion.
Okay. I'm going to power. Can I cleave the lid? Can I cleave into the bottles through the lid? I guess is my question.
Sure.
Okay, because I'm thinking I'm gonna just take my great sword and I'm gonna just bring it down right where he told me it was. He said it was third from the left, and I saw how the other ones were set up. I know that's about 9 inches over.
Okay.
So, and I'm just gonna power attack through.
Roll damage for me, Michelle. Just a great sword damage, a great S word damage.
Boy, I hope Brendan's having a fun adventure. She's probably like, where the hell are these guys?
Is it potato or potato? All right,
LemonDaddy.com.
Nice. You are able to cleave through the cover stone into the canopic jar and shatter it. It breaks with relative ease and effort. There is a black spatter of tar-like blood all over the inside of the sarcophagus, and inside the canopic jar you can see a withered old raisin-like heart that takes one last thump thump and then goes
I got
silent
another
and dormant.
Chunky Dad.
Overkill.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best kind of overkill, or the best kind of kill is overkill.
Yep.
Destroying the heart immediately sunders the skeletal king. His crown ruptures, his bones instantly wither. All of the damage that you had previously wrought at him is suddenly instantly applied. So like you can watch in real time as his body is hacked and slashed to pieces. His skull collapses, his crown fractures into a bunch of pieces, and he's just left on the ground there.
And he's on fire.
Chipped and broken, burnt bones. The skeletal stake twitches one time, giving you like a scare jump, but then just falls apart into all of its discorporate, stitched together bone pieces.
I'm gonna
Have seemingly evaded catastrophe.
come run over this way and yell up to Renan that it's all clear. Come down and help us clear this out so we can get on the road. What's down here?
If you each want to make a perception check, we can see if there's anything of value to be pilfered.
I do.
Give us something to kill the big bad.
I'll use the blue light special too.
The first one was Draco.
Okay. There is on the Undead King's waistband, there is a small material components pouch. A lot of the material components are long past their prime, but some of them are not.
Draco's on it.
To an arcane spellcaster, this might have some value. It may be worth taking, if you don't mind, pilfering a lich's body. As Amon scours the... Say that again?
What about his crown?
It's been sundered into multiple pieces, but if you want...
And it was finger bones. Gross!
If you want to try to put it together, I imagine it's not impossible to recraft.
Okay.
As Amon explores the rest of the areas for anything exciting, he does find a small funerary charm that bears the Ankh of Isis, and tells you that if this is an actual Isisian Ankh charm, it is quite valuable. And we're going to shortcut the 10 minutes it would take Draco to identify it, and we'll just end our session with showing you this.
Ooh.
Can we get any value from the canopic jars? I can't read it, so I'll read it when I get.
It says, left on the
no.
corpses of beloved or important members of the family. This is said to grant second life to someone at the moment of their death. In-game, the next time the bearer of this charm is reduced to 0 hit points or would otherwise die, they instead do not. The charm crumbles, extinguishes its magic, and the bearer rolls 1 hit die even if they have no hit dice remaining and gains that many hit points.
Sounds like something I could use.
It's a 1-up.
It's a 1-up.
Did Renan come down and join us?
I assumed so, but
Can I have her look at this locked door?
It is just, it's not locked in the sense that it needs to be picked. It's just one of those giant stone doors that Mark had to either batter down or lift up.
Oh, okay.
I can batter it down if you'd like.
Oh, with a 2. Yeah, come open this.
So this one's pretty slow. This one's stuck.
Punch through it.
Yeah, collaboratively, you both can either lift it or break it easily. Oni gives you I loosened it.
Yep.
Inside is a third dais containing an identical sarcophagus. One would have to assume inside is a series of dozens or hundreds of small, cheap canopic jars meant to distract people.
Can I open it up and look just in case?
Sure. You lift the lid, and it is as I described.
Okay. Are we getting out of here then? That's it? Nothing crazy?
Are there... You said some of them were made out of gold and stuff. Is it worth grabbing creepy dead body bottles, or... I mean, they can go in the bag of holdings.
If you want to, the problem is that the kingdom of Amon-Ra, even other cultures in the world of Geb,
Yeah, you don't
have
wanna mess
great
with
respect
dead
for the
stuff.
dead. So you'd have to basically, I think, probably go through the effort of peeling any of the gold inlay stuff out of the canopic jar first, and either melt it down or smash it into bits so that no one could tell where it came from. Because very few people are going to be interested in like dealing with rifling through dead people's things.
Okay, quick question. What is the ship's name that we're on, the sand barge?
The Echo.
Echo.
The Echo. Okay, I'm gonna take the top because I cut the bottom jaw off of this thing. I'm gonna take the top part of its head so that we can affix it to the ship's bow as a gift for
Okay.
the guy.
A prow figurehead.
Yes, for waiting for us.
I'm sure he'll love it.
I'm sure he won't, but I think it's funny. All right, let's get out of here.
Okay. I did promise you guys this would be a shorter session, and it basically ran the full duration. I do apologize for that, but thank you for showing up. We will have hopefully. Oh no, we're down.
Michelle, are you going also, Caleb? Or are you here next Sunday?
We're both going down for the weekend.
Okay.
And then on Sunday, she's staying down with Eli, and I'm driving back. So I might be able to be on comms,
Not roll.
but not roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since we don't know Zach either, what are we thinking? Do we play down 2, hoping that Zach will be here? If we're down 3, I think we sort of have to punt, but and then let's talk Father's Day really quick. What does everybody's Father's Day look like? Which is the Sunday after next, right?